Hello and welcome to today's live coaching call and community conversation. Today we are going to be talking about one simple thing that you can change in your life, in your thoughts, and in your mindset that can absolutely change everything that you are wanting to have for yourself as an aging woman, and possibly even with what you're trying to do with this intermittent fasting lifestyle that we are all creating for ourselves here to help us look and feel our best and live our most authentic life in what I really do refer to as my second season. So welcome if you're new. My name is Diane Parham. I am the creator of the online course and community, the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course. We do have a course starting on Saturday. Registration closes tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you know you are looking for some changes, if you know you want to create a lifestyle for yourself that will help you reap all the benefits that you know you should be experiencing as an aging woman in today's world, I highly recommend jumping off the fence and jumping into class with us this weekend. By the end of June, everything will change for you. And it's going to start with what we talk about today. So welcome. This is a live coaching call and community conversation. So I spend the first 10 minutes or so just coaching on a topic. And then when I am done, I open the floor to our community for questions, comments, attaboys, congratulations, all the things that really do make this community an amazing place to be. If you're catching this on the replay, please feel free to use the comment section to participate in the community conversation as well, because I do go back and reference those and make sure that you feel seen and heard here in our community. And then one last little admin thing before we get started. We are still working on our email list. If you are interested in joining our email list, please make sure that you go to the link that I have provided for you in both the comment section on YouTube and Facebook. I do only email people on the email list who have not taken the course about the course. So if you don't want to be emailed with invitations to join us, please make sure that you do not join the email list, because that's the only thing that I'm going to be talking to you about: the benefits of joining class, the testimonials from class, and all the reasons why I think you would be a good candidate for that. And that if at any time you feel like you are not wanting to be on our email list, please always feel free to use the unsubscribe button. The only way you can get on my email list is if you actually take the steps to enter your own name and email address. I cannot enter you onto my email list. So please make sure that if you're on, you're there because you're interested in the course and community. If you're not interested in that, I totally understand. Feel free to join us here. But you are the only one that can get you on that email list. I cannot do that for you. Okay, so let's get started on today's conversation. And then I'm going to share with you a little bit about the shirt I'm wearing today as well. Okay, so let's rock and roll. The one thing that you can do today, totally free of charge to you, that can change everything that you say that you really want for yourself, is make a promise to yourself that you are willing to keep no matter what, no exceptions. A lot of the feedback and concerns and regrets and conflicts that I hear from so many women really does start from what it is you're letting yourself believe about what it is you're not willing to be honest about. Intermittent fasting is the simplest, most cost-effective thing that you can do to improve your health, improve your energy, balance out your hormones, reverse the signs of aging, heal some of the beliefs and habits that you have about how food shows up for you in your life, how you show up for food in your life, because we're eliminating the biggest problem so many of us have, and that is justifying food for all the wrong reasons, or checking out when food is present. And this is the most powerful thing that intermittent fasting is doing for so many women, when we just sit down and think about what it is we say that we really want. And if you can promise yourself that you are willing to sit in that temporary discomfort in the beginning and really start to understand how your body is working, how you feel when you make food choices, how you feel and manage emotionally and mentally the state of hungry, the world will open up for you, because you will no longer accept and or tolerate anything less than the best for yourself. And there's this amazing sense of power, an amazing sense of confidence, an amazing sense of energy, and all the things that we hope for ourselves that comes when we're in that fasted state. The new research about enzymes in avocados, or all of these diet escapisms that so many people are reaching for with shots and pills, and the worry about, should I have seeds in my diet? Should I cycle through my fasting when I'm going through my menstrual cycle? Like, y'all, it doesn't matter. The biggest thing that matters is, are you willing to make a promise to yourself that you're going to stick to something no matter what? No exceptions until you get the results that you say that you really want. This breaking these promises to ourselves and kicking ourselves when we're down is the thing holding so many women back. Nutrition is so common sense. You get the best nutrition that's available to you with the means that you have available to you, and just stop lying to yourself about all the exceptions you're willing to make for your girlfriends, for your family, for the event you have this weekend, or it's only this one time, or I'm going to allow myself to have memory making moments and drink all the things and eat all the things. That's not what memory making moments are for. Memory making moments are for you to make memories, not put yourself in harm's way. And the sooner we get clear on this for ourselves, it's the thoughts that we have in our own brain. And when we have these thoughts of, well, I had a bad day, so I deserve to go have all these horrible things that I would never consider having on a day when I'm feeling like I'm having a good day, that's the bottom line thing holding so many of us back. Why do we allow ourselves to put ourselves in harm's way just because the day doesn't go our way? And then when the day is going our way, we would never, ever consider doing those things. That is a mindset shift we all need to be willing to be honest about for ourselves. We have to make sure that we're making these promises that we are not going to do the harm to ourselves, that we are going to understand that when I eat XYZ thing, that makes me feel amazing. That helps me sleep well. That doesn't cause me to retain water or make me feel inflamed or make me have a headache. And when I have this other thing over here, I don't feel so good. Why are we allowing that exception? Why are we allowing that thing to continue to enter into our life and enter into our body when it is the thing that's going to knock us off our feet? And then we just go on with that perpetual lie that we're telling ourselves, thinking that it's 100 other things other than us doing that to ourselves, right? And so this is where I really want to empower women to take charge of their lives and really be honest with themselves. We have to start being honest with ourselves. Are you willing to make a promise that whether you have a good day or a bad day or whatever social events are going on, you already know how to care for yourself in a kind and loving way, that other people's opinions or other people's social agendas or whatever are not going to put you in a position where you're going to have regrets or feel like crap and not be able to show up for yourself because you're just not keeping your own promise. We are doing a challenge inside of our midlife mindset shift course right now where we are making one promise to ourselves in the month of June. I'm going to extend it to our community here. What is one thing that you feel like you can promise yourself and stick to for the entire month of June? Today is June 1, so you are right on track. And no exceptions, no matter what, you are not going to make that promise to yourself. How much traction can you gain in a 30-day promise? How big of a result can you create for yourself if you just are honest with yourself? Can you reap all of the benefits that intermittent fasting can provide for you without doing any further research, and just tell yourself, if I sit in a state of hungry and I feel confident here, and I know this is where I can drive from my power, then everything is going to be okay. Don't worry about the 15-calorie this or question whether something's going to break your fast and make an exception. Just dive deep. Go all in on yourself. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt that you, in fact, know how to take care of yourself and you don't need anybody else to tell you how to do that. So here in our YouTube and Facebook public community, I'm offering this challenge to you. This is one thing that will change everything for you because you will gain confidence in yourself. You will gain trust in yourself. The relationship that you have with you and your body is going to 100% change for the better. And you will no longer be dependent on someone else telling you what you need to do for you. And you won't care what other people's opinions are because you will have your own back. We need to have our own back. This has nothing to do with a meal plan. This has nothing to do with macros. This has nothing to do with anything outside of you simply making one promise to yourself that you are willing to keep for 30 days. And at the end of this 30-day promise, I want you to sit down, and we'll come back to this at the 1st of July, and reflect on all the amazing things that happened for you in your life, all the amazing feelings that came up, all the pride that you feel, all of the confidence that you gained just by keeping your own promise. We're really good at doing this for other people, and we're not always so good at doing it for ourselves. So I want us to work on that for the month of June. This is exactly what we work on inside of the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course. I make you think. I make you think about what it is that you say that you really want and why are you questioning that. And I give you the space, and I give you the information, and I give you the loving community where you can try it on for size, right? You can give it a shot with a community of women that are going to support you. I'm in there and I'm going to support you. And I make you think, why are you doing something when you say it makes you feel bad? Why are you concerned about someone else's opinion when all they're doing is complaining about all the problems that they have? I teach you how to sit in your own discomfort so that you can then find that path of comfort. The comfort comes from you having the confidence that you know how to take care of you, because the reality is we are always living in some form of discomfort, right? We're changing things, we're questioning things. Like, those are all little mild discomforts, but the comfort is going to come from you and you're like, I got my own back, and that feels really good. I made a promise to myself and I didn't break it. Now, where else can I apply these principles in other areas of my life so I can also reap those benefits as well? We can make this very simple, but we have to get really honest with ourselves about what we're allowing to lie to ourselves about in our own brain. And when we really start to find those and have that I'm going to keep this promise no matter what, be the thing that knocks us back into this conscious state we talk about a lot here. And we're like, whoa, why am I about to do that when I know I have this promise I need to make? So here's what I want you guys to think about for the month of June. One simple promise. If you're going to jump in with us into class, we're going to talk about this inside the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course community. We're going to talk about this. We already are talking about this inside the midlife mindset shift. Inside the midlife mindset shift, we're going to work on this part and this part in the month of June. Why are you willing to make exceptions for people who have no idea what your promise is and aren't going to really care once whatever it is you have going on in your life is said and done? They're only worried about themselves. So we're going to work on really creating this foundation for ourselves. So I'm excited. I love when I do this for myself. Amazing things always happen with me moving the needle on the things that I really say that I want for myself as well. And I'm hoping it will help you move the needle for you as well. Like I said, this is free. This is easy to do. You just have to sit down with a pen and paper and write out what promise it is that you're going to make to yourself, and then make sure that you're checking back in with it every day with no exceptions, no matter what. Okay, so I am going to go through the comment section. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure you're leaving comments for us. So I will go ahead and address them. And before I get too far on that, I wanted to share, we weren't going to do this, but I just made an executive decision this morning when we were talking about, when I was thinking about what I wanted to talk to you about and what it is about our mindset that really does trip us up. And so I am a mantra girl. Like, I tell myself little sayings all the time to put me back into the present state of what it is I say that I really want for myself. And I don't let any of those little extra thoughts take over. And so one of those is, when in doubt, I always fast it out. When I'm feeling stressed, when I'm feeling tired, when I'm feeling in conflict, when I'm not sure what my next move needs to be, when I need to sit down and really get mental with some of the work that I'm doing, when I'm uncertain, like whatever it is, I always lean into a fast, because a fast will never fail me. When I'm in those states of thought, which create emotions that feel unsettling, I can do a number of things, right? Because I'm not always conscious about the actions that I'm taking. I'm only conscious about the feelings that I have based on the thoughts. And so all I do is change my thought. When in doubt, fast it out. Hungry is where the magic happens. Be selfish. Like all these mantras that we have here. And so I also want to extend that to you guys as well. We just opened up a For Today's Aging Woman merch shop. We're opening it up to our YouTube and Facebook live community for 24 hours. I'm going to post a link in just a second. This is one of the shirts that we have. This is another one that we have. Hungry is where the magic happens. This is our sand shirt. And then we also have a white version. I like crew necks because they feel like a warm hug. And if you are someone who's practicing intermittent fasting and you're in that deep fasted state and that sense of feeling empowered, you know, you get that little bit of the chills, the fasting chills. And so I love throwing on one of my mantra crew necks to remind me this is the best place for me, because hungry is where the magic happens. And if I'm having any kind of doubt, girlfriend, just stay in that fasted state. So I am going to post the link for that for you guys so that you can take advantage of this for the month of June. When you're making this promise to yourself that you want to make some changes for an entire month, and you want to do this no matter what, no exception. So I'm going to post the comment in the comment section. Grab your shirts. Store will be open to our Facebook and YouTube live community until tomorrow evening. We're only shipping to US residents at the moment, just because we are working out some international shipping details. So if you are a US resident and you want to commit to a promise for the month of June with us here in this community, and you want a mantra to remind you to stick to that promise, go to that link, get your shirt ordered before tomorrow night at 9 p.m. and we will get that shipped out to you within the next week or so. Okay, so let's go to our comment section. Kim, I'm fasting. I'm going to try to read this. I was reading this earlier. I'm going to try to read it through some of the things that are in here that I think might have been typos. So I'm fasting. I keep going 13 pounds down to 11 pounds. Soon I eat. I go back to 13 pounds up, 13 pounds down. I can get low. Do I fast longer? I was eating keto. So I don't know. But here's the thing that I want you to know. I don't know how many hours you're already fasting, but when you're fasting, if you weigh yourself in a fasted state and you're empty, meaning you don't have any food in you, you're going to weigh less. And then if you go eat and you have food weight in you, you're going to weigh more. My advice to you is don't weigh yourself. Like, if you believe in your fasting lifestyle, if you believe that you are being honest with your food choices, the weight will come off when your body's in balance. That's how weight loss happens. Longer fasting or making like sharp shifts in your nutrition aren't going to create a sustainable weight loss. Weight loss comes with lifestyle changes that you're willing to rinse and repeat as a lifestyle till the end of time. And so you have to figure out what your fasting protocol is. You have to figure out what your food choices are. Keto's not the magic pill. So if you're not thriving in a keto-like environment with your food choices, that's not going to be the thing that's going to move the needle for you or shift the scale for you. You have to get really honest about the choices that you're making, and is it going to serve the bigger purpose of what you want? And if all you're focusing on is on weight loss and you're not willing to make this promise to yourself to figure it out and do the work and listen to the signs and signals your body is sending you, you're going to constantly be in this, and you're going to jump from diet to diet, and you're going to jump from the next piece of advice that sounds good from someone on the internet, and you're not going to pay attention to you. So, Kim, pay attention to you. Do the work to figure it out. What fasting lifestyle are you living? Are you doing it clean? Maybe keto's not the thing for you. Are you incorporating some foods into your nutrition that might have ingredients that are making you feel inflamed or retaining water? Like, all of that matters. And so go back and do some of that research. If you haven't been in class yet, getting into class will help you solve some of these problems. So get your stuff registered for the Saturday class. We close registration tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So get into class so that you can have a foundation and a support system to get some of these questions answered for yourself. Information about class is posted both on YouTube and Facebook, so make sure you go check it out. How much is the course? The course is $197, 21 videotaped lessons for you to check in every single day. You have 30 days access to me inside of a community group. All you need to do is tag me with your questions. I check in there multiple times throughout the day, and I will get your questions answered for you, or I will redirect you to a place that you can find the answer for yourself. So it's a 30-day program. You get access to it for 1 full year, meaning that you can go back to your login, check back in with your lessons for 1 full year. And then you can also come back here to our YouTube and Facebook live coaching calls and community conversations to get reinforcement. So I've got your back. The question is, do you have your back? And are you willing to jump into class and do the work to get to the bottom of whatever it is that you feel like you're struggling with? Donna, hi there. I need to start fasting again. Want to get down 20 more pounds. Then if you know that, then today's the day that you make this promise to yourself that for the entire month of June, you're only going to make decisions without exception, no matter what, that are going to get you closer to that 20-pound weight loss that you want. It's easy peasy. That's all you got to do. Donna, what is the difference in hungry and hunger? So hungry is basically just a hormonal state that your body is in. You get the growling ghrelin. You kind of get that little bit of like, empty feeling in your stomach. And those hungry sensations can be managed once you get your hunger hormones balanced out. And so that's exactly what we do in the first week of classes. We really work on getting your hunger hormones balanced out and understanding what triggers them and what they are and why their purpose is. And then when we get confident that hungry is just a signal that your body is sending you, but we can tame that and really control that so it starts to work in our favor, then that's really where this happens. All the magic happens in a state of hungry because you're going to trust that your body knows what to do there. So it's a beautiful thing when the light switch goes off and it really starts kicking in for you. Lisa, what are ketones? Aren't we in ketosis when our glucose level is normal? No. Glucose and ketones, when we're working together with them, will give you a GKI reading, which is glucose ketone index. And that's really what we want to know is like, what are our ketones capable of doing when we are draining the glucose tanks and not having new glucose spikes, right? And so your glucose is really independent of ketones because I've personally had glucose in the 80s and 90s and have had very nice ketone levels. It all just depends on what's going on in my day. Did I just get done working out, which also causes glucose to rise, which is independent of insulin responses, but you're pulling glucose out of your system. How long have you been fasting? Are you draining the tanks to the point where your body is now converting over to ketone production? And for a lot of people who are insulin resistant and have an abundance of storage of glucose, it takes a really decent amount of time to actually get to the place where your body is going to turn over to ketone production because you just have so much excess glucose in storage. So it's not as simple as that. And that is also what we teach inside the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course is how can we manipulate this to make this happen for ourselves? And it really does come from consistency over time of draining your tanks and then getting that nutrition dialed in. Let's see, where can I find the new merch? Looked all over this site. It's at, I put the link in, it's shop for today's agingwoman.com. Is that the link that I put in there? Let's see. shop4today'sagingwoman.com. Yeah, so it's shop4today'sagingwoman.com. So shop is before fortoday'sagingwoman.com. You can go there. I'll put it again too before we leave. Diane, this is everything. Grad of 2018 here. Everything changed for me when I just fasted clean and when I made a commitment to allowing myself to do nothing. Tina, 100%. So many of us are afraid to do nothing. There is so much life available to us when we are just okay with doing nothing and embracing everything that the world has available to us in a state of nothingness. And that's a really hard concept, especially for a lot of women to understand, because we think we have to manipulate all these things and do all these things. And I really, I talk about this in, the supplementation desperation lesson that we have in class. It's like, we're so desperate, we'll do anything. Let's give me the pill, give me the juice, give me the shot, give me the thing, because I just want this to all go away and be better. And we never learn the lessons from that. I just went and had my wellness check at my annual appointment with my doctor on Tuesday, I believe it was. And she saw that I have a Peloton wristband for my watch. And she was like, oh, I love seeing that. So many people come in here and want me to prescribe the new fad diet protocols, that help you rapidly lose weight. And she's like, I refuse to do it until we sit down and talk about lifestyle changes. Like, are you exercising? What's your nutrition like? Like, what lifestyle habits have you changed? I'm not just going to give you some shot, because it's not the magic pill. There's no magic pill other than being honest with yourself, right? And making a promise to yourself that you want to live a healthier life and you want to have a better outcome. And so I love that about her. And I was just like, yes, I thanked her for doing that kind of work, because there is no magic pill. There is no magic pill. There's no quick fix. You have to do the work and you have to listen to your body. And you have to be honest with yourself. So Tina, I'm so proud of you, girlfriend. Thanks for stopping in. Maria, you're welcome. Let's see. Christy, see what you got for us. August 22 grad. If you are on the fence, sign up. You will not regret it. I wish I could get more of my friends in my age group to join. Yeah, me also, right? I mean, there is just a lot of emotional and mental changes that really need to take place with society as a whole to really trust themselves. And that's why we do this from the mindset approach and not the nutritional approach, because I could tell you, you need to eat X amount of carb macros and X amount of protein macros and X amount of fat macros. But the day the dog throws up on the carpet, you're going to throw that away and you're going to go do what you tend to do when your life feels like it's in a crisis. So we have to change what we do when our life is in a crisis. We have to change what we do when we feel stressed. We have to change what we do when we feel lonely. We have to change what we do when our mind is thinking these things that don't serve us. And so this is why making a promise to yourself, no exceptions, no matter what, is going to prove to yourself you can control the thoughts in your brain, and that will ultimately control the life that you create for yourself. And it's really powerful when it happens. I don't know what's up with these WhatsApp people. We're just going to block those guys. Christy, I'm a graduate but cannot access the merch. Looked all over the site and couldn't find it. Okay, it's at shop4today'sagingwoman.com. www.shop4today'sagingwoman.com. I'm going to post it again as a standalone link. I can't type and speak, so I'm going to type and then speak. Shop4today'sagingwoman.com. Okay. Click on that one, Christy, that I just posted, and let me know if that one works for you. Hello. We're going to go ahead and let's see. I just got to do a little maintenance here. Okay. Here we go. Diana. The other day, my schedule got thrown off, so I used the mantra, when in doubt, fast it out. It's the way to go. I added 3 hours to my fast and such an easy way to live. Diana, 100%, right? When in doubt, why would you not just do nothing, right? But we create all these mindless things for ourselves that distract us, waste time for us, often called just buffering through something that we don't want to think about. So Diana, congratulations to you, my friend. When in doubt, just fast it out. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so there it is. Shop4today'sagingwoman.com. That's where you can go to look for some merch. Donna, we have to change our thoughts. We've been taught that food fixes everything. Instead, maybe like you said, instead of reaching for food, just fast it out. Yeah, I believe fasting heals all things. I say that all the time. And I don't just mean healing sickness or healing um, you know, I guess sickness is the best way to describe that in a general term. Fasting heals all things because you have to sit in your own feelings. You don't get to use food or drink or supplements or pills or whatever to alter your current mood, state, thoughts, any of those things. You have to face it head on. And this is the unspoken, untalked about power of intermittent fasting, because we're also worried about our macros, or we're so worried about should I fast longer or shorter when I'm on a certain phase of my cycle. Just don't do harm to yourself. Make very conscious, informed decisions and fast it out. You're not going to do things so drastically that you put yourself in a tailspin. We do that with food very easily without ever thinking about it or questioning it. And we don't take that same philosophy to doing nothing. Just do nothing. See what your body tells you. See what the feedback is that your body gives you. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. It is very, very powerful. Let's see. We're just going to keep blocking people. Peggy, great conversation. I am on a great clean fast right now, and it feels so great. My one thing is no Dr. Pepper. I did really good not drinking it, and then I slowly started drinking it, no exception. That is an amazing one thing to promise yourself for the month of June, and you can track that, right? So you have to put those triggers in place. Peggy, we talk about this a lot, that when you start to reach for a Dr. Pepper, you might unconsciously do it because that's still your habit. You have to have that trigger in place so that when you go to reach for it, you're like, no, we're not doing that this month. We deserve better. We have made this promise to ourselves, and that we're just going to reevaluate things at the end of the 30 days. And like, I'm going to guess, because I've been through this before with things like Diet Coke, that once you break that habit and you break that addiction that your body has to it, you're going to look at a Dr. Pepper in July and go, why did I ever drink that? And that's what I'm hoping for you. And I can't wait to hear how that goes. Okay. Block. Martha, I've plateaued and haven't lost any weight. So Martha, I don't believe in plateaus. I believe in pauses. If you're consistently making good choices for yourself, like evaluate the last 60 to 90 days. Have you been honest with your food choices? Have you been clean fasting? If you were working out, are you working out like consistently like you were before? There's always some hidden nugget that we forget to pull into the equation when we talk plateau. We're like, oh yeah, I have been kind of doing XYZ. Okay, well then fix the XYZ thing. And reevaluate the last 90 days and be really honest about areas where maybe you didn't plateau, but maybe you've just created an opportunity where your body was like, we're going to wait till this season is over and we're going to start letting go of some weight again. So again, you have to just go back and honestly evaluate that. Regina signed up for the June class. Looking forward to it. Rena, I think it is. Rena, super happy to have you. You can correct me on the pronunciation of your name when we're in class. Just remember, use me in the community group. You can tag me. I give instructions on how to do that. Go all in. You have 21 days of me showing up in your inbox every single day with a little lesson. I am there for you in the community group. Do yourself a favor. Give yourself the gift of 30 days of going all in. And I promise you won't be disappointed. It is the best experience. We're going to block. Okay, give me a second to just get some of these people blocked who probably don't need to be here. So Fonda. Kim, it's totally an individual preference, but I weigh no more than once or twice a month, and I used to only weigh at doctor's appointments. Yeah. Weight does not determine success or failure. Weight does not determine health or unhealth, because very thin people are very unhealthy. There are definitely people who, want to lose weight and are very healthy. They just want to lose weight. And so if the number on the scale is a trigger for you, I really, really always recommend just putting it away for a while and rely on how you feel and how you see yourself, because how you feel will kick in way before weight loss. How you see yourself, the positive light you'll see for yourself when you make promises to yourself that you keep, because you will have confidence and you won't have regret and you won't have guilt and you won't have shame. You will see yourself in a different light when you promise yourself with no exceptions, no matter what, you stick to your word, you're going to see yourself in a different light. And all of those things matter so much more than weight loss. So Safanda, thank you for bringing that up to us as well. Y'all, Facebook is tripping today. Let me block all these people really quick, just so we get them out of our comment section. Kim, so many things affect your scale number: water retention, salt intake, hormonal changes, emotional state, what foods you consumed, and when you plus. Yeah, and here's the other thing, Sofanda, thank you for bringing this up so much for Kim, is the scale is not, I always say the scale is not the truth teller. You seeing you in a new light is the truth. You going to put on your clothes and feeling absolutely confident in what it is you're wearing, that is the truth. You reevaluating the choices you made in the day and knowing that you made no exceptions for anyone, and that no matter what, you're sticking to your word, that's the truth. That's the truth that we really do need to start relying on and not looking outside of that. Okay, I'm going to blocky, block, block. Blocky, block, block. Okay. And if you guys put links to other things on here, you're blocked also. So I'm just going to do a little bit of blocking real quick. Blocky, block, block. Hey, Michael, if you're watching this, can you block some people that are leaving comments that don't look like they need to be in our community? I'll see if he'll get that on that side. Okay, Robin, here we go. January 23 grad. Turn 67 in 2 days, and I am at my best size ever, but better than that is inflammation and hot flashes are finally gone. I have some days at work that I don't fast like I want. I'm sure she said some more in there. Yeah, 100%, right? The when you fast long and clean, your body knows what it has been designed to do. And if you just get out of the way, your body will do its job. We interfere with the job that our body has been designed to do on its own accord. So when you're in a fasted state, you're just providing the environment for you to get out of the way and trust that your body knows what to do, and it's going to do it on your behalf. So lean into that thought in a fasted state as well. Let me block some more people. Wanna be natural. Hello, my friend. Are you going to be in our June class with us? Shauna, hi, Diane. I really enjoy my fasting, even though my weight loss isn't much, but I found out I am no longer anemic and also was able to give blood for the first time in a long time. Shauna, that is a win, 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 win. Not only for you and the fact that you're no longer anemic, fixing that little problem right there is going to open the doors for you to realize a weight loss. It's coming. So this is a thing also that most people jump off track when the results don't come as fast as they think they should. You're making health improvements from the inside out, which is going to now, your body's going to say to you, okay, Shauna, thank you so much for putting us in this situation where we're no longer anemic. We don't have to manage that problem anymore. So now let's go to the next thing that we can fix. I always say that your body is the deciding factor of hierarchy of healing. We think we're in control of that, and we are not. Your body is in control of that. So when you create the environment for your body to have a decision-making process in the hierarchy of healing itself, magic always happens. So Shauna, the weight loss is coming. Your body has just decided that the anemic condition that you were in was a higher priority. And now not only are you in a better position because you're no longer anemic, but you're also able to put yourself in a position where you can help someone else because you were able to donate your really good, healthy blood. So win-win on that one for sure, my friend. Okay, let's see. We are still blocking. Okay, Robin, but only 24 hours away from back in the game. Best decision ever. You were always 24 hours away from being back in the game. You're always one really good fast away from feeling your absolute best. This is why when in doubt, we fast it out, because all you have to do is incorporate one fast, and you are going to be back in the game. And that's really what we do here, is just lean into that next fast. And then remember also what we talk about here a lot is you want to make sure that you're feasting to support your next fast. This is a complete shift from what a lot of fasting coaches talk about. They're so we think that I fasted, so therefore I can eat whatever I want. When the truth is we feast, the choices we make in our feasting window are going to determine how empowered, how energized, how confident, and the work your body is going to be able to do on your behalf when you're in your next fast. So when you feast tonight, I want you to make choices based on how it is you want to show up for yourself tomorrow. Feasting is not a reward because you just fasted. That's that binge purge mentality that we don't want to be associated with. We don't go without food so we have the reward of eating whatever we want with no exceptions. I mean, with all the exceptions, right? And that those things could then cause us all kinds of problems. And we go back and we blame the fast. It's never the fast. Fasting heals all things. It's always the choices that you're going to be making in that feasting window. So make sure you flip the script on that too. What you feast on will help you have an amazing next fast, and will also provide the best environment for your body to heal itself. Okay, I'm going to block. I don't know why I keep having to block these people 100 times. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, I put the shop link in there. The link doesn't work. Shop for today's agingwoman.com. Okay, let me put it in my thing really quick. I'm going to copy the one that I put here. Let me see. Make sure I didn't make a typo because I've done that before as well. So let me see if I can copy that really quick. Let me see. Shop for today's agingwoman.com. Yep, it works for me. So maybe there's a typo in how you typed it in. Maybe that's it. I don't know. You can always email me and I'll send it to you also. WhatsApp number. We're going to delete that. Okay, let's delete. Oh gosh, where are all these people coming from? Okay, Kyla, May 23 grad. Thank you so much. Girlfriend, I'm so proud of you. Okay, Kyla, in the comment section, if you're still here with us, tell everybody here what 30 days did for you. Right? Like, what did a 30-day commitment, a promise to you to go all in, what did that do for you and your future self? And if you want to leave that for us, that would be awesome. I'm giving up Coke Zero this month. A test my husband challenged me with. That's a good one. And then make sure your husband has your back, right? Have him be your accountability partner for that decision for sure. That's going to be a fun one. And then make sure you come back, Teresa, in July when we bring this subject up again and we do a little bit of check-in with everybody to see how we did. Here's a warning that I want to put out there also. If you have a slip up, we have this thing that we do a lot inside of our midlife mindset shift course. We call it giving ourselves permission without punishment. Do your absolute best. Don't lie to yourself. Don't put yourself purposely in harm's way. Do your best to show up to this promise. No exceptions, no matter what. If you have a slip up, you have to deal with that guilt, that regret, and that shame. So that's not the deal breaker for you. It's not perfectionism. It's about us being better than we were the day before and learning what causes us to put ourselves in that position and how do we get out of that as soon as possible. So if you don't have a perfect 30 days, come back in July. Let us know how that went for you and what you learned from that, because we need to start learning these lessons and not just jumping ship when things aren't perfect. When we sit in the imperfection and we realize where it is in our life that triggers us to do those kind of things, we can be better. And that's what we really want to work on for this month as well. Okay. Thanks for your amazing talks. You're welcome. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name, girlfriend, because I know I'm going to probably butcher it. But thank you so much. Tessering, I think it is. Hopefully I got that right for you. Okay, let me keep blocking people. Let me know, did the link work for anybody? May 22 grad, thank you for your great tips. They are changing my life. Sparkling mineral water and Himalayan salt help me so much. I use a blood pressure monitor daily to monitor my salt intake. Very, very good. And remember, salt for most people is like salt in its true form. Its purest form is not the cause for a lot of high blood pressure for people. It's the sodium we find in processed foods. So the less processed foods you consume, the more opportunity you have to really utilize salt as the electrolyte God that it is for so many of us. And so make sure you're checking in on those things as well, Kyla, because that will help you a lot and really open up an opportunity for you to get the right kind of salt in for you. Correction, May 23 grad. I got you, Kyla. Excited to start with you this week. Joanne, I'm excited for you to start with us as well. We kick off tomorrow night around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will let you guys all inside of the community group pay attention to your inbox tomorrow. I'm going to start sending you, I send you like, here's some things to do to get ready for class. I send you a welcome to the community group. I send emails teaching you how to tag me, all those kind of things. So you'll start getting those from me tomorrow, and then I'll hang out with you a little bit tomorrow night. Super fun. It's going to be a great month of new opportunities and change and us moving forward as a community of women. And that just lights my fire. Jan, I truly love healing myself this way. Very simple. Very, very simple. I can't wait to get my blood work back. I did my blood work. Also, I'll debrief about my, my well check with you guys. Probably next week, or maybe when I get my blood work back, because I always love sharing that. I'm very open about all that kind of stuff with you guys as well. I'm just trying to block some of these other people so I can get to your guys' comments. Kyla, 30 days has set me free. So for those of you who are still here and you're considering jumping in with us tomorrow and you're worried about the success that you might be able to have, here's what I want you to think about. And I'm going to read Kyla's comment and then I'm going to give you my message. 30 days has set me free from 3 decades of unhappiness with my body and my health. 51 years young and finally looking forward to my future in my own body. This is the foundation of what we teach here in this community. This is the foundation of what I teach inside the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course. This is the foundation that we've built here in this community. This is the work we do in the Midlife Mindset Shift course. You should feel like you have been set free, and then you're willing to rinse and repeat. Take this lifestyle with you on vacation, out to dinner. I just went out to dinner with girlfriends on Monday night, girls' night out, celebrating a birthday. I had already eaten. I ordered a Topo Chico. No cocktails for me. I didn't eat. I just went and enjoyed company with my girlfriends, and no one skipped a beat. They didn't care at all. We just got together to have a good girls' night. Same thing on Tuesday morning. I met my girlfriend for coffee. She also fasts. We had a 3-hour patio girls talk at Starbucks, drinking our coffee and our iced tea. It's amazing, right? So when you start incorporating this, it is really freeing to be able to just move about your life as well. And so Kyla, I'm so happy for you. I'm so glad you're here. Know that this is your community. As a graduate, it's a very, very big honor holding the graduate title here in our community. So we absolutely love having you here. The link worked, had to copy and paste. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think they hyperlink from the live, but they will show up in the comment section so you can go back when it's after we are live also. November 22 grad, 30 days promise to myself was a mirror to show me. I learned what triggers me 100%. When you make that promise, you do stop and question what you're about to do, right? It's like, it's amazing because it's on the forefront of your mind. The fact that you just made the promise. So make the promise and then just don't break promises to yourself. Christy, just got my sweatshirts. Thanks for offering a sweatshirt without the hood. Yeah, I'm a crew neck girl. I don't like, I just don't like my hair being all bunched up in a hoodie. I do love a crew neck. These are super cozy, comfortable. I always get mine on the large side. It does feel like a big hug for me. So I always wear it extra large. I love the colors. The sand looks great with a pair of jeans and some sneakers. You can wear them with leggings. I often in Texas here, it's cold on the inside, hot on the outside. So anytime I go out, I always have a crew neck tied around my waist. I can put it on when I go indoors with the air conditioning. It is a 24/7, 12 months out of the year tool and a piece of clothing that I have for myself. And I'm so glad that you guys are going to get to walk around with a hug from me in the form of a crew neck with our community mantras to keep you focused on what it is you say that you want. I love it. Have you heard about hydrogen water to help suppress appetite? Yeah, those kind of things, Lisa, like those are those things I say, if you feel like you're curious about it, go give it a test and see if it works for you. I do carbonated water in the morning. I do black coffee. And I am now at the place where I have balanced my hunger hormones and understand what triggers them and understand what they mean. And so I don't, other than carbonated water and black coffee or black tea, I don't really do anything else. But if it's something that you think you want to test out and see if it works for you, I always say go for it, because then you get to satisfy the curiosity of that. All right. Other than the crazy comments in the comment section from non-community members, I love the comments that you guys are leaving us. I love the sharing that you're doing with us. This has been a great talk. I want you to bookmark this. I want you to save this link in your notes somewhere or send it to you in a message on your phone. I want you to come back to this throughout the month of June. Come back and leave a comment letting us know how you're doing. I'm going to check in with us for the month because this is a community challenge I want us to do. What's the one thing you're willing to promise yourself for the next 30 days to prove to yourself you can make a promise to yourself? Prove to yourself you know how to take care of yourself first and foremost. Prove to yourself that you deserve something better than what you currently are feeling. You can have the most splendid life. You can be the happiest person in the world, but I promise you, doing this will take it to the next level. We'll take it to the next level. And that's really what we want to have here. Okay. So with that being said, I am going to put that link up one more time. It is for the course. I want you guys to jump in with us. I want you to have a month where you can, I don't know why it's not letting me come in and grab my own link. I'll put it in later. I want you to come into class with us, and I want you to come to these talks, and I want you to be in this community with your whole self. Bring all of you as the woman you are. Come confident, come ready, come with an open mind, come willing to do the work. You deserve this. You deserve to have the next 50, 60, whatever amount of years and decades you have to look forward to be the best years of your life, because you are willing to provide that for yourself. You're not going to wait for someone else to do it for you. You're going to do the work. And that's what I love most about what we do here in this community. I love you guys. Thank you for staying with me for 52 minutes today. This was a great conversation. I think it was a very much needed conversation. Like I said, like this, share this, subscribe, do all the things. Take the link from this video, put it in a place where if you feel like during the month of June, you are feeling like you are losing your enthusiasm or you're losing your stride, watch this video again, get the energy back, get the excitement back, get the enthusiasm back, and more importantly, get the trust back that you need in you. I love you guys. Hopefully I'll see you inside the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course in the month of June. If you bought one of our crew necks, make sure you leave me a message letting me know which one you got. And then when you get them in the mail, we want to see pictures of all of you wearing them. We are going to start the hashtag FTAW. So make sure you tag us when you get them in the mail, and then know that when you receive something that we've created for you in this community, it's like the best opportunity for me to send you a big, warm hug. Have a great weekend, you guys. I'll see you later.